Hey everybody, it's Mattie here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Monday to you. We're taking a look at 2 or 3 stories today, including this Tim Draper prediction of 250,000 Bitcoin that he is standing by. $250,000 in 2022 is his prediction, and he's holding firm. We're also taking a look at a new listing for Tron that doesn't really seem to be affecting the price all that much, but we'll update you as to what that is nonetheless. But let's begin, as always, on altcoinbuzz.io with this Community Speaks update today on Apollo currency. So many of you out there in the Altcoin Buzz army have been asking about it. So standing up to big banks, here's the mass adoption plan, the Apollo effect. On October 31st, 2018, the Apollo Foundation announced its MAP, Mass Adoption Plan for the World. While being interviewed on the Fox Business show Exploring the Block, Steve McCullough, Apollo's Director of Business Development, made the announcement that the Apollo Foundation has set out to be the only cryptocurrencies to stand up against banks. The team plans to set up thousands of physical locations across the world in every major city along with ATMs, allowing the majority of the world to have financial control over their own wealth. The days of having to ask permission to buy what you desire with the hard-earned cash that you worked for are coming to an end. With Apollo building up to be the leading replacement for a system that seems to be failing, the people can be reassured of a better future and a better way to bank. So you guys can read more about the plan, specifically the strategy for these physical locations. You can read more about the vision and the philosophy of what it's all about. But in a nutshell here, the decentralized Apollo banks will give everyone who wishes the power to bypass those ridiculous barriers that big banks place in front of you. We are all familiar with John McAfee and his strong stance against corruption within governments, and having McAfee as the chairman of Apollo shows you exactly how serious the team is about giving not just a few, but everyone on earth who demands to be in charge of their money the option to do so. So stay tuned for more initiatives and updates regarding MAP, the Mass Adoption Plan, and our thanks to Anthony Brooks, who was able to contribute this article to us. If you're interested in submitting your own contribution, you guys know what I'm going to say. Contact @Garrett59 on Telegram. Give us a quick pitch, and we'd love to have you as part of the Community Speaks segment. So segueing now from John McAfee in Apollo into, I suppose, one of his colleagues in the cryptocurrency space, we have Tim Draper, who stands by his Bitcoin price prediction of $250,000 in 2022. Tim Draper, I'm happy to announce, has just accepted my LinkedIn request. At least I think it's the real Tim Draper. It could be a fake account, but then again, what's the incentive of creating and maintaining a fake account on LinkedIn? It's not the most lucrative social media platform to be on. So I'd like to think it's the real him, and now we're friends. Anyways, venture capitalist investor Tim Draper reaffirmed his prediction that the Bitcoin price will reach $250,000 by 2022 during a panel discussion at the Web Summit conference just recently on November 6th. So initially, he predicted that Bitcoin will surge to $250,000 in April of this year, 2018. So he's actually getting ahead of even John McAfee in some of his predictions. Believe it or not, it's going to happen. They're going to think you're crazy, but believe it. It's happening. It's going to be awesome, Dan Draper said then. So here's a more recent quote from the Web Summit conference when he was asked whether he still thinks the Bitcoin price will experience a 40 times return in a span of 4 years and reach $250,000. So Draper said, quote, "Yes, we are talking about 5% market share to get to $250,000. That seems like a drop in the bucket. And all we need to do really is to make it so that Bitcoin can be used to buy Starbucks coffee. And all of a sudden the world opens up and then they say, hey, I've got this choice. Do I want a currency that I can take from one country to another, or do I want one that sticks me in one country or one geographic region area that I can't use anywhere else?" Pretty good point of view there. I tend to agree with that myself. And some of you may recall back in September, a couple months ago, Draper made another big prediction saying that the total cryptocurrency market capitalization will hit $80 trillion in the next 15 years. So just by way of reference, we're currently, let's call it roughly $200 billion. So that's many, many, many tens of times greater. Draper argued that the significant slide in the cryptocurrency market in previous months, talking about 2018, is attributed to people who had not yet adopted digital currencies as a new asset class. Draper then said, quote, "Cryptocurrency will go after trillion-dollar markets. These are finance, healthcare, and insurance, banking and investment banking, and governments." I would like to think so. If you guys want to check out a little bit of this conference where Tim Draper was present, you can check out some of his comments. This is a 20-minute video that we're going to link to in the description below. Crypto roller coaster year. You can get a better sense of all that was discussed at this web summit. So check out the video if you do have time. It's not a bad one. And if you're not up to speed on previous predictions by Tim Draper, you could check this out from April of this year. I'm thinking $250,000 by 2022. Tim Draper reveals new Bitcoin price target. And finally, in just a quick bit of news, here we are on Sludge Feed. Blockport lists Tron TRX with direct Euro gateway. TRX is the 10th cryptocurrency available for trading on the platform, but did it make a difference? Blockport, a cryptocurrency exchange that offers social trading and a direct fiat gateway, recently announced that it has listed Tron TRX for trading. So here's the official tweet. We're excited to announce the listing of Tron Foundation to our trading platform. Blockport users can now buy and sell Tron's token TRX directly through our Euro gateway. Learn more about Tron and its listing here. So according to the announcement, TRX is the 10th cryptocurrency available for trading on the Blockport platform after the company listed IOTA and NEO a week ago. This listing also marks a major step forward for European users as they can now purchase TRX directly with the Blockport platform. So here's the question that, pragmatically we have to ask. Did it make a difference in the price action of TRX? We're still sitting at just below, I was going to say 23 cents, not quite. We're sitting at just below 2.5 cents, I suppose, 0.0226 dollars. So the price has not reacted to this as far as I can tell. The only upward trend that we can take a look here in the metrics is the fact that it's up year on year versus where it was, I guess, in November of 2017. But we're still down on the 24-hour, on the 7-day, on the 14-day, and on the 30-day timeline. So I don't think this was really a big market-moving announcement. However, if you're interested, we're going to link to it below. You could check out Blockport and their news, and you're going to be able to take advantage of that direct Euro gateway if you so choose. So with that, everybody, hey, make sure you're following Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz News. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. Check out our last video here on the right if you've not already, as well as our website content. If you choose to invest, I wish you only the very best of luck. Have a wonderful Monday out there, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. We're going to see you guys again soon, hopefully in the next video. Take care.